So, you want to discern God's will for your life. Now, this can be extremely frustrating. Most people will sit there and say, look, I'm praying, and God's not speaking. So it's His fault, not mine. If you want to discern God's will, you need to understand, firstly, why are you discerning God's will? What actually is the purpose of discernment? Because it's not actually what you think it is. Ironically, discerning God's will has very little to do with God's will. Let me explain. There are two images that you can use to try and understand discernment. The first one is where we look at our relationship with God as being a little bit like a labourer working for his boss on a building site. The labourer goes to his boss every day and says, "Boss, tell me what to do." And he says, "Dig a hole." You dig a hole, you come back and he says, "Okay, dig another hole. Move those bricks." There is no relationship between the labourer or the boss. The only reason the labourer is asking to know the boss's will is so that he can get paid and move on. Very different image to discernment would be that of a marriage. In marriage, the same thing happens where you want to know what is the will of your spouse. But the reason for knowing the will of your spouse is very different. It's not really about what you do. It's primarily about growing in relationship with them, understanding them, going deeper into their heart. And so you would look at a husband who would know his wife so well that eventually he wouldn't really need to ask her what she likes. Someone could propose to him a business opportunity and he would know straight away, my wife would not like that, because he knows her. And every moment of his life when he seeks to do something, what he does is actually secondary to the primary goal of relationship. This is what discernment is about. When we talk about discerning God's will, it's about knowing God. It's about going deeper in relationship with Jesus. What we actually do, what our vocation is ironically actually kind of secondary. It's not primarily important. The most important thing is to know Jesus Christ, to go deeper into His heart, and to understand Him. That is why we do this. So get that clear straight away, and then we can move on to the next point.